Hey you guys, I am in the car at Polk City, Auburndale. I'm looking at the big water tower. We are driving somewhere brand new today we've never been before. Trevon, would you call that the flu or just a cold?
It's the flu, it's not cold.
Yeah, he had like the flu. It was bad for the last few days, but he's good enough to go out to Tarpon Springs. Tarpon Springs. Ah! God, I wasn't expecting that. The sponge capital of the world, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So we have the sponge capital of the world, the strawberry capital, and what else do we have here?
The alligator capital.
Anyway, so I was going to tell you guys a story real quick. But real quick. Actually, I want to tell you about a story that I've actually was thinking about telling for a long time. And it's a story of when I had some terrible non-right gasoline put in my car. And he brought it up because he was joking us he put the wrong gasoline in. But that actually happened to me. And apparently it happened to you, right?
Yeah. But
first, I want to plug here a couple of things, if you will. I'm doing live streams on YouNow, and you go there and you type up Unscripted Life. I'll put a link below. And then when you see my name, you fan me, and that kind of like follows me. It's like liking or following, and you'll get notifications when I do live streams, which are really, really fun. And also, him and Manara are doing video. And tell them your channel name.
Chris Trash.
With 2 H's.
With 2 H's at the end.
Yeah, and I'll link that too. But you guys, they're funny, and if you've been watching our live streams, you know how funny they are and everything. It's his channel he's already had. He hasn't done anything in a while, but I told him he should because he's so funny. He really is funny. And they're vlogging today on that channel. And how many subscribers you have?
600 something.
600. He needs 1,000 or YouTube is going to demonetize him. And I know you guys want to watch Manara and Chris and us on that channel too. So go over to Chris Trash with 2 H's. And so back to the story. So what happened was we were driving back from our cruise, and we were about an hour and a half from Orlando on the Turnpike. What was the name of that place? That was called Fort Drum at the rest stop there. And we were out of gas, and I asked Zara to get gas because we had bought, we did something. I didn't want to get out of the car. I think I had got a drink or something to eat, and I was trying to do it real quick before I drove. So Zarius got out of the car, he got gas, he filled it all the way up, and then he told me, before I started the car, that he put in the wrong gas. Now, first of all, I was super glad that he told me it was the wrong gas because he said he was scared to tell me he did it. But if he hadn't told me, then it would have been way worse than it was. So I always tell children, even if you're scared to tell your parents the truth, it could be worse if you don't. This is true. Oh, it's time for my medicine. So what he did was put in, you guys want to guess what he put in the car? He put in E85. Do we even have E85 at this pump here? No. So this gas station had E85 at the pump. And it did have a gold handle, I believe. Not a regular black handle or green like diesel. He wasn't thinking. I think he had his phone. And he was paying attention. I think he was watching a YouTube video. So he put E85 in the tank and filled it all the way up. And that is mostly corn oil. What is it? Corn oil?
Ethanol.
Ethanol. That's like ethanol for special cars.
Yes.
That take E85. So we sat there like, what are we gonna do? We didn't turn on the car. If we had turned on the car, we would have really messed it up because it would have went throughout the whole engine and everything. So we sat there for a long time looking up like what people are saying on eBay. Oh my God, Amazon. Chocolatey peanuts, candy coated salted nuts.
I didn't say peanuts.
Yes, you did. What did you say?
I thought you said chocolate raisins.
I said chocolate milk.
Oh.
And I
was wondering if you ordered chocolate peanuts.
And I said peanuts, and you were like,
how much do these cost? $4?
Go return it. Nobody ever said peanuts.
Tell me you meant to get chocolate milk.
"Are you
Chocolate
serious?
peanuts.
Then we go all the way back in."
Yes, because I'm making a video, and he wants chocolate milk. I could eat the peanuts. How much were they?
I don't know.
They're probably expensive. How much was everything?
It was $13 already.
I'm so tired of $15 gas station bills when you don't get gas. Well, I'll just keep it.
Take this.
Just get him a chocolate milk. So what happened was, he told me, and we looked it up, and some people said you can use the 85 in your car. It's fine. It just might sputter and stutter for a while. Some people said don't do it. I tried calling Toyota. I tried calling all kinds of people. From what I gathered, it was not okay at all to put that in your gas. So what we had to do was we had to call a tow truck. But a lot of tow trucks are not allowed on the turnpike. Like, they can't just sit there and wait like they could on the highway. So we had to wait for a long time. I don't know, maybe an hour and a half for the tow truck to come. Then they had to tow us all the way to the nearest Toyota, which was like an hour or something away. And then we had to wait so they could take out our gas tank. They couldn't just flush it, they had to take it out and clean it. Put it back in, it was a few $100, $200 I think. Then they had to put it back in, then we had to fill it back up, so we wasted that money. And then we had to drive home. At that point we were like an hour and a half back where we were, so we were 2.5 hours away from home, it was an hour and a half away from home. And it was just a mess, and we would have been home at 2 that day, and we were home at like 10 that day, and it was terrible. It's like one of those things. But I'm glad he told me he did it. What's your diesel story?
I was trying to do yard work, and my friend let us use this little Kubota tractor thing. And I had to go to the gas station to get gas, and I asked them, what kind of gas do I get? And they're like, diesel. So it wasn't actually diesel. It wasn't diesel that I put it in. It was normal gas.
And it's supposed to be diesel?
Yeah.
And they told you to put normal gas in?
No, it took diesel gas, but I put normal gas in it. But I didn't drive the tractor up there, obviously, because that's like really redneck. Driving like 10 minutes on like a lawnmower type thing.
I've seen it before. Wheelchair, tractor.
Oh my gosh. So
Chocolate.
I get home, I put it in there, and it stops working in the middle of me driving after I put the gas in there.
Oh goodness.
And then I told my mom what kind of gas to put in there. And she's like, I thought I told you to put something else in there. I was like, you did not tell me. Because I wasn't going to let her have the satisfaction of knowing that she told me to do something. And I did the opposite. So I convinced her that she told me otherwise.
Wait, didn't we just talk about how you should tell them the truth because it's better?
Sometimes. This is very recent, too.
Oh my goodness.
So my mom took it. Like, she called her friend. He came back to look at the tractor thing. And he's like, oh, I just have to take the fuel thing out and flush it, and then take the something. I don't know anything about carburetors or engine or manly things, but it was great. So he had to replace it, but he didn't charge me, so that's a good.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever put the wrong stuff in your gas tank or any gas tank at all, comment below. And follow Chris Trash with 2 H's. Come over to You Now and do our live streams with us from my house. It's really fun. We play games. I sing, we talk, we answer questions. It's really, really cool.
It's really shady.
Yeah, we play the shade games and we play games. We did a 5-hour live stream. It was crazy. And once we get 500 fans, which is like likes, you guys, I'm gonna do a 24-hour live stream. I feel like my glasses are really dirty. They are. Wow, they're very dirty. Oh my Lord.
I was just in the background peeling a sticker off the front of these glasses.
Oh my God. Yours are so dirty. It looks like a bug hit the windshield. And
That's the sticker.
Oh, okay. And then, of course, watch the next video where we're going to Tarpon Springs and we're going to eat some famous chili. Where's it from? Ohio? Skyline chili?
It's from the Midwest.
Yeah, they have Skyline chili in the Midwest, and I've always wanted to try it. They put it on spaghetti noodles with
They
cheese.
have them in Ohio and Indiana. I don't know where it's from exactly.
So we're having chili spaghetti. And you got the chocolate milk? Let's go. True moo, baby.